Namaste, dear students. Today we are going to discuss about the English subject of grade 9 and we deal on unit 10. And could you kindly look at the slide which are demonstrated here, and according to these various slides we can understand what the topic is about for today. So, we have amalgamated, that means collected these all slides for the classroom teaching and learning process only. So, we downloaded from Google's. So, could you kindly guess what the first picture is about? And second, you see the greeting systems of Nepali and Indian cultures. And similarly, in the third pictures, you see that there is bowing, and in the same bowing is also displayed in these pictures. And this is quite strange. Can you guess where this type of greeting is mentioned in the world? So, similarly, you can guess out that these are for the Western cultures, and in the same way you can see some greeting systems here. This is quite strange. So, I think you might have guessed that our today's topic is about greeting. So, what is greeting? So, greeting, it is some things that is said or done to show people that you are happy to meet or see them. That means sometimes we express the greetings while we are getting any kinds of our guests and when we are welcoming them. So, sometimes people send messages that express good wishes to someone. Thus, people greet each other to reflect their customs. Customs is very important terminology here. It is related to traditions and the values of any kinds of cultures or the peoples in different places. So, custom gives insight into their history and values. So, we find several diversifications in the world. So, there is a wide range of greetings around the world. We can see common handshakes for greetings to other various strange rituals in different countries of the world. Here you can understand about what is handshake. That means we have already displayed in the pictures as well. Here you can see that is handshake. So, here also you can find out the handshake, right? So, now rituals is a kind of also, it is related to our cultures and traditions too. So, we can again discuss in the details about all kinds of the greeting systems in the world. So, let us observe how simple actions of greeting someone differs greatly from place to place. So, can you see the pictures? This is bowing. Can you guess that where bowing systems of greetings is prevailing in the world? It is there in Korea and Japan. That is their traditional systems of greetings. So, here we can again think about the greetings, because the bowing is quite deeper here in this part of the pictures. So, they think that deeper respect is shown by the deeper bowing. So, similarly, we can find out the greeting systems in Nepal and India. Can you see all these pictures? They are completely related on our cultures. You have already seen all these kinds of the things in Nepal. This is the greetings with the Prime Minister between India and Nepal, and this is the girl, and which is displaying about the greeting systems in India, and this is by the Nepalese boy. So, in Nepal and India, people's bend or not to say namaste, or instead of namaste they can say namaskar, joining palms together as if they are praying. However, handshakes are also popular in this country. You can see it here. So, let us discuss for other kinds of the greetings. So, Tibetan greetings, it is quite peculiar, it is quite strange. So, you can see that they are sticking out their tongues. So, it is not other than greetings. So, peoples in Tibet, they opt or choose to stick out their tongues to greet other. and this custom is quite strange to us, right? So, in America, the greeting systems, you can see in the picture, these pictures are displaying about the greeting systems in US, and people, they handshake each other, they firmly handshake, but they also have the eye contact. They just see each other's. That is why in the United States, people shake hands firmly and make direct eye contact. They join right hands and shake each other. Handshakes, however, are common in other parts of the world as well, as we have also witnessed in Nepal and India. So, in Canada, the greeting system is little bit different in comparison to US, because they not only handshake, but they also introduce each other. You can see the peoples are quite close each other when they are greetings, and they are introducing each other too. So, people in Canada also shake hands while greeting each other, but they introduce by saying their names as well. So, now we are going to discuss about the greetings cultures in New Zealand. You can see that there are some differences. It is quite strange because they are pressing nose in the pictures. Of course, people in New Zealand also greet by shaking hands, but native Maori, that means indigenous peoples in New Zealand, so they press their noses, that means a kind of physical contact. Such type of press, we can find out that according to them, they press the nose together as a sign of trust and closeness. That means they do have a kind of good relationship among them. According to this tradition, we can guess out that. Now, dear students, we are going to discuss about some greeting systems in other countries, such as in France and Belgium. And hugging and kissing are more common in France and Belgium for greetings each other. They kiss each other on the cheeks. The number of kissings varies depending on the particular place and the peoples also. You can see about that, all these kinds of the things. So, we do have quite a strange mark in these things as well, because in Nepalese tradition, you know that we don't kiss in such a way. But this is the common greeting systems in France and Belgium. So, we can also see some kinds, this type of the greeting system in other European countries too. So, let us see the greeting systems in Arabian countries. In Saudi Arabia, you can see the people, these girls are wearing burqas, they are covering their whole entire face, but male peoples, they are hugging and kissing. So, in Saudi Arab, males might hug and kiss on the cheeks each other during their greetings, but it is restricted for females. You can see about the female face, because their faces are all covered. Males also shake hands with each other while they are meeting other males too. So, now let us discuss about some other important points, that we understand that from this topic, we understand that greeting varies from culture to cultures and place to place, because we have discussed many kinds of greeting systems in the world. So, we have to know how to assimilate in society. That means how to know all these things in the society, how to bring about our perceptions matched with the society, then it means that the assimilate. So, and we can also think that we also know the way of life of other peoples in the world, because of all kinds of the display we have done earlier. Thus, learning about others' cultures can be a reliable, trustable tool for keeping peace and social harmony, a kind of combinations of friendlier behavior among the peoples, among the society. Now, dear students, now we are going to discuss about some of the activities after this reading text. So, let us go to enrich your vocabulary. This is the exercise given in your text, you can see into your book as well. So, choose a synonyms of the underlined word. John greeted his friend with a warm smile and firm handshake. Can you guess what could be the right answer? Could it be offered? No. Could it be presented? No. Could it be demonstrated? Definitely not. So, it should be welcome, because greeted is welcome, we can find out. So, in the same way, for the next questions, the old man grasped his young grandson hand tightly, so he could not run into the road. Can you guess what could be the right answer for this word grasped? Is it tossed or held or observed? Kissed, definitely. Kissed is wrong. Observe is also wrong. Tossed and held, what could be the right? Oh yes, you are right, it should be held. So, for the third questions, I am interested in learning more about the customs of other countries. What could be the right synonyms for the word customs? Definitely, people is wrong. Language, it is related to customs, but not exactly the synonym of customs. Attraction, it is definitely wrong. So, tradition is the right answer. So, let us see about another questions. Remember, when you meet Mr. Robin, he doesn't like any physical contact. What could be the synonym for this word contact? Gossip is not, because it is like unnecessary talking. Greeting, not. Discussions, this is unfamiliar for contact, so there must be touching. Touching is the right answer for this. So, dear students, now let us again discuss further. Let us go to the next exercise. Choose the best options and fill in the blanks. So, you can find out there are some options. So, out of the options you can choose any word. What could be the right answer? It could be hug. A hug can be used to greet someone or to show agreement, because it should not be kiss, but kiss and hug is quite related, but hug is quite formal, because there must be already agreement taken to hug the peoples. So, the real answer is hug. Jimbo, what could be the right answer in this blank? His hand towards the woman, but she refused to shake it. It could be depended on, no. Turned down, no. Held on, no. It could be definitely stuck out. So, similarly, can you guess the right answer in these gaps? Can hold his back after his deep. What could be the right answer? Bow, sag, contact, effect to the foreign visitor. It should be can hold his back after his deep bow, because while bowing he got the hold. Is it clear, students? Now let us go further. The style in his store, what could be the right answer out of these four options? So, the style in his store, blank space, from old fashioned to modern. That means old fashioned to modern, there is long gap. Definitely we can say that reigns, not come, accept and price. The right answer is reigns. Now let us go to the next. Getting down on your knees is blank space to honor the dead in this country. So, what could be the right answer? Getting down on your knee is, could be closeness, no, range, no, suggestion, I think ritual, it is the right answer, right? So, getting down on your knees is ritual to honor the dead in this country. So, let us go to the next task. Now, read and tick. So, you have to find out which is the right answer. Read the text again and tick the best answer. What is this text mainly about? The importance of handshakes all around the world, is it right? Or the origins and history of various greetings? It is not mentioned, so you cannot find out the origin and history of greeting, it is not right. The strangest types of greeting on the earth, yes, there are various kinds of strange greetings, but they are not only like that, there are some other greetings too, so it should be also wrong. The wide range of greetings custom in the world, yes, this is the right answer. Okay, dear students, now can you again find out the answer for these questions? Which of the following is true? People in Russia but not England shake hands. English people also, they shake hands, so it is not right. The number of times people kiss on the cheek varies. Yeah, we have already discussed about this kissing in the previous slides, so it could be the right answer. Let's see for next. In the past, people nodded if they were not carrying a weapon. This information is not given in the text, definitely it is wrong. You should not look at people when shaking their hands in United States. No, people, they directly have the eye contact. So this is also wrong answer. What could be the right? So B option is the right. So dear students, let's go further. How do most people in New Zealand greet each other? We have already discussed in the previous slides. So you can find out, let's see the options with the kiss on cheek by pressing noses together. It should be quite interesting for this case. So with handshake by sticking out their tongue. It is wrong, it is for Tibet. I think answer is by pressing noses together, right? Yeah, okay, you are right. So how do people greet in India and Nepal? You know that. Let's go back to the slide. You can find out the answer from here. So right answer could be, what could be the right answer? Yeah, you can guess. How do people greet in India and Nepal? Do they greet in that way with the handshake? No. By pressing noses together? No. With a kiss on the cheek? No. By saying namaste or namaskar. Right, students? Okay. Let's go further. How do Saudi Arabians greet people? Let's talk about the options. Men might hug and kiss each other, but not a woman on the cheek. Yeah, not a woman on the cheek. So this is the right answer. Let's not discuss further because we can catch direct line from the text. So dear students, now we can do some more activities. For this, let me display this chart paper to you here. So dear students, we have to choose the best answer in order to fill the gaps. So for this, read the text again and fill in the blanks with the following words. Words are here: hand, hug and kiss, customs, stick out, greeting and bow. So could you kindly read out the given text and try to find out what is the right word for each blank space? Oh yes, okay, let's go. So if you are traveling to another country, you should learn a bit about its, what could be here? Either custom or greeting. Definitely custom. It's custom before you go there. This includes greeting to know the proper form of, what could be here? Definitely greeting people. So it can differ a lot if you go to America. Don't be surprised if someone shakes your, definitely answer is hand. In Japan, people might, we know that they bow when they greet. So finally, if you travel to Saudi Arab, men might, what could be here the last word? We can guess, hug and kiss each other, but not a woman on the cheeks. So dear students, I think you understand all about this. Again, let me go to the next activity. So this activity is given in your text. So here, read an answer. Dear students, these all are the questions at the end of this reading text. However, we have illustrated by pictures and demonstrated. Also, we have shown and you had already guessed the answer of different questions. What are the questions given there? Read the text again and answer these questions. How do Nepalese greet each other? You understand that Nepalese definitely they bend or nod and they close their palm and they say namaste, right? So we can discuss some more patterns of answer later on. So what are the different ways of greeting peoples in the US, Canada and Japan? Could you kindly remember how US peoples they greet? They shake the hand firmly and they have the eye contact directly. In Canada, they also shake the hand, but they do something more. What is that? Can you say? Yeah, they definitely introduce each other. But in Japan, Japanese people bow each other while they greet, right? So we shall be discussing about this as well later on. So what do greeting reflect? Definitely you understand the main theme of this topic. Greetings definitely reflect about the customs of the peoples of the world or in different places or in the society. So what is the significance of understanding others' culture? So because of the culture, we can understand other people's rituals, behaviors, some things, reliable habit and tools to maintain a kind of social harmony and developing the peace. So we understand these are the key parts of this answer of these questions and supply the suitable text to the text. Supply the suitable title to the text. I think you can guess that the suitable titles of this text could be a wide range of customs in the world. So for your kind understanding or for the understandings, let me discuss the answer key of these questions in details that I brought in another chart paper. Let me display this. Sorry. Here with the pattern. These are the answers in the answer key I mentioned. However, you can write down in your own way. For the first questions, you can write Nepalese bend and say namaste. Instead of namaste, we can say namaskar, joining palm when they greet people as if they are praying, right? So people in US shake hands firmly and make eye contact, whereas Canadians shake hands and introduce themselves. And Japanese bow each other while they are greetings with other peoples. Greetings reflect customs of the peoples, as we discussed. In short, we can say the significance of understanding other cultures is to know about assimilations in a society, and it can be a reliable tool for keeping peace and harmony. So the titles of this text is that a wide range of greeting customs in the world. Dear students, we have exclusively discussed about the greeting systems, not only of Nepal and India, but also of the worlds. So I think you have understood all about this text. So I also want to give you some kinds of assignment after this. So you can also visit your neighbors or your society or your community or your in school also. You can find out your peers or senior brother and sisters from the various cultures, right? So you can also ask that how do they greet at their homes, or you can visit to their homes as well, or the related places by getting a kind of consent, a kind of agreement from your parents and teachers, and collect about all kinds of the greetings about all those peoples, right? And you can distinguish about similarity and dissimilarity and discuss all those things in the classrooms with the peers and the friends as well, such that you can also know about the cultures and traditions and major values and rituals of your concerned peoples. So I think we have discussed much, and before I wrap up these sessions, what I would like to talk about that, you can also underline some of the difficult terms and you can discuss with your friends. However, we have already discussed all kinds of the terminologies in the sections of vocabulary. So I think you understood much. So let me goodbye for you today. Have a nice time till that time when we meet in another episode. Thank you very much. Goodbye.